Hey guys, welcome back to Gamer Bargain. This is a gonna be a video, two videos in one day. Mostly just because I got something in the mail and super excited. Wanted to do the unboxing. I am gonna wait to do the actual test for the game version. What it does on gaming. Right now, we're just gonna test the hash rate. So I just got the 6700 XT in. This is the MSI Mech 2X edition. It does have a game boost clock of 2620, so very impressive. So let's get it opened up and let's take a peek at it. Now this edition is one of the more expensive Radeon 6700 XTs. So you get a nice little envelope from MSI. I'm assuming this probably has a instruction manual and probably a driver, stuff. Nothing really in there. And then we have our graphics card. So got some pretty good weight to it. So yeah, definitely not as heavy as my 30. It's definitely a lot heavier than my 3070 that I got in here. Boy, that is thick. That is a thick cooler right there. And all right, guys. So let's check this out here. You get let it focus as a. It's an alright backplate. It is, it's plastic. Doesn't have any vents, which I kind of dislike that a little bit because you want the backplate to make it more rigid, but also have cooling features in this. So it would be nice if it had some slots in here to help, dissipate some of that heat. The cooler is pretty thick, as you can see right there. There's the cooler. And then you have the front of the card right here. And, it has the traditional mech look, with the silver border, around the fans here, how they always have. This is the mech version. This is, they do this with the 30 series and other cards like that. They have their mech version. So, yeah. So, let me DDU my 3070 and let me pop this guy in and we'll get hashing away and see what she does on Ethereum. Alright guys, I have successfully uninstalled the RTX 3070 from Zotac. This has been on my PC for a month or two, I think. Yeah, about that. So, and I did DDU, and then I installed the new Adrenaline with the Radeon software. So, let's get right into it right here. So, now, I did try MSI Afterburner here, but it will not let me manipulate the core voltage, the power limits, or anything like that. And I even turned on unlock voltage control and unlock voltage monitoring. So it's not letting me access, any of the temps or anything like that. But we will try to do this in, in the Adrenaline here. We can use this. So we're going. Okay, guys, I have officially got the Team Red Miner working here. I want a window. There we go. Okay, and that's I want that window too. So we kind of get it together a little bit. Hey, go back to window. Hey. All right. So right now. And I am recording too, so that's also maybe impeding it a little bit, but it looks like right out of the box, the 6700 XT and now you have to use Team Red Miner if you're going to mine in Windows, so I'll leave a link to the GitHub down below in the description. So it looks like our speed is right around 41.5 mega hashes. So now that's the clock speed. Then you have this down here. You have your VRAM tuning. Right now, it's just what it's normally at. So let's see if we can't. So we have officially changed. We're at 2126 on the memory, and we are now at about 145 watts, it says, in the system. So we'll wait for the next report to come up for what the speed tells us. I turned down the millivolts down to 1100. Right now we're at 44.5 mega hash. So here, if I can. So I could push it a little bit further. We're going to push it to 2150. We'll see if the card will stabilize there. And then I'm also going to, and the power limit I drug all the way down. It won't let me adjust that any further. So I want to turn down the core clock by 100. Oh, I guess we could leave the core clock where it was, like 26, 24, or whatever it was. Yeah, we'll just leave it where it is. But as you can see, the core clock is not at 26, 24 because I have reduced the voltage that it is receiving. So it's about 2575. So we're up to 45 mega hash now. So we're still at pretty high wattage here. So let's see if we can turn it down again. Turn it down to 1,000 millivolts. We'll see if it'll stabilize. See, it's getting well below that 26, 24 mark. I'm going to reduce it to 20. Was it 25, 24? We'll reduce it by 100 in the. Uh-oh, did we? Yep, we just crashed. We did crash. So, yep. So that was, we just had a nice hard crash there. So, not a super hard crash. But we did have a crash. We'll get this thing rocking again here. I think they're definitely, somebody's going to come out with some kind of, BIOS mod like they did for the 5600 XTs and the 5700 XTs. Someone's going to come out with it. So, it's just a matter of time of when. So everybody was, expecting certain amounts of hash rates out of these. And right now they're relatively low. I have the memory all the way turned up so that I can even do advanced controls and give it another 10 megahertz. So right now we have turned down the power limit all the way down, and we have turned the memory all the way up as far as it'll let us go. Right now, we're sitting at our fans about 1,200 RPMs. Junction temperature is around 80. And click fan. Right now, it looks like, so that's our fan curve that we have right there. So it's probably right around the 50-60% mark, which is typical. So let's go see what she's hashing right now. She is at 45.2 mega hashes. I mean, which is pretty close to what, the 3060 does. Which this is pretty much a 3060. It's AMD's version of a 3060. So you can't use MSI Afterburner because it will only let you control the memory straps. I've even tried to override it and let me control the voltage, and it won't let me do any of those controls. So I don't know if I needed like a newer version of it or anything like that. So let's lower it. We took it to about 1100 millivolts and it crashed. So let's lower the millivoltage by or was it, no, it was 1,000. It was 1,000 it crashed at. So let's lower it again. So we're at 1150 right now. let's go down to 1050 because we took it to 1,000 and it crashed. So now we haven't taken anything away from the core yet. And we just crashed again. Oh, no we didn't. I thought we crashed. It looks like we are holding there. So I'm going to take this down. We'll take it down to 2,500 even. Okay. So the memory set to 2150. Our voltage is at 1050. Now look, if you watch, we're down to about 956 millivolts. And that's even lower than what we set it at because we are not getting the clock up to the proper frequency. So if we turn it down to, let's say, 2400, because see, we're starving the clock right now of power, which is why it's down tuning. So we'll turn the clock down. So see, as we turn the clock down, we will reduce the millivolts. We're still at that 45 mega hash mark. We're down to 120 watt consumption right now. So we're about 246, 247. So we're below what the 3070 pulls, but we're not producing as much hash rate as the 3070 can make. So, so we're still at 45. So I wonder, what if we turn this down to 900? Because I mean, let's go down to 1,000 even. Because that's for some reason I didn't like that. I mean, we're already pulling less, so we cannot get below 1,000. I might even have to restart this. It's doing its thing. It's setting it back to the automatic settings and all that stuff. So it did a hard crash right there. So anyways, guys, that is the 6700 XT. I will show you here too in MSI as well. So you can click on MSI Afterburner. And maybe we can get more mega hash, right? So here, you can play with you can't even move the core clock, see? This is the only thing that you can control is this. So, but once again, well here, let's just go back to stock. Okay, so let's do our Team Red Miner. I'll just do this one really quick. There you go, start ETH. Okay, so we're mining. Okay. Now let's do 5. See, you can get a lot higher on this memory here. So let's do 200 megahertz. We're doing more. We'll see if she pushes that far. Oh wow. I don't think it liked that very much. So we'll do 2100. So every time I set it, every time I try to apply it, it just doesn't do it. So anyways, guys, this is the 6700 XT unboxing and hash rate. I will have 1440p gameplay when my monitor comes on Saturday or Sunday. If you guys liked the video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.